Did they, like, deputize him for a day?
Yeah. For a show.
Yeah.
He's not actually a police officer.
No, he's not. Good for a show.
God, he is a piece of shit.
He lies.
Showing signs of possibly being a pathological liar,
You think?
who allegedly gets in bed with a mob to become a movie star, has little regard for the law. But once Segal's movie career was relegated to direct-to-video films, he decided to reinvent himself as a Dog the Bounty Hunter knockoff with his Steven Seagal Lawman.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Steven
Steven
Seagal
Seagal
started
Lawman.
Seagal's next role as the lawman.
Oh, my God.
According to Segal, he'd actually been a cop for 20 years while he was also making movies.
Oh, Steven Seagal was a cop for 20 years while making movies.
What?
Yeah. For who? For who, Steven?
Steven's house?
I don't know. You know what sounds really good, baby?
Yeah, that's what it was. He was a lawman for his own house.
You know what sounds really good?
What?
It's so simple.
What?
A cheese and mustard sandwich.
Mustard? I don't think we have mustard.
We don't have mustard.
We don't have.
We don't have cheese either.
We have bread. And, I don't know if the bread is still good. I hope it is. Hope it's not stale. But you got cheese. If they have a cheese sandwich with Dukes.
Honey, Kraft isn't cheese. It's plastic. Let's just be
Kraft
honest.
singles?
Yeah.
There's worse.
No, and I won't, Roxy. Fuck that shit.
Salvo. That was the name of a Tool album.
No, it's Salvia.
I know, Salvia. Tool album.
Yeah, fuck that. No.
But the truth is that outside of playing a cop in his movies, Steven Seagal actually has no training as a police officer. He claims to have done some training at the LAPD's academy, but there are no records with the city of Los Angeles to substantiate that claim. The truth is that...
Liar, liar, Steven's a liar.
He lies a lot. About pretty big shit.
Well, if you're an adulterer, you're gonna have to lie.
Yeah. You're right.
He's just one of those bullshitters
Yeah.
that bullshits about everything about his life.
Yeah, kind of.
While
He
filming one of
bullshitted his
movies,
way.
Seagal started giving martial arts training to local police officers.
He's a cop now. And he's teaching them how to do karate and all these stupid moves and whatever.
At the time, Mafia guys were making fun of him, which leads me to believe that it was while filming Under Siege, where Robert Booth Nichols, a Gambino family associate, worked closely with Seagal. Joseph John, a retired Navy captain who helped secure the use of the USS Missouri for the film, described Seagal and Nichols as buddies. Now, I have no idea what that meant, but I guess Nichols didn't like Seagal spending so much time with the local law enforcement. Anyway, Seagal continued to teach the...
Yeah, Seagal, why you pimping out to local law enforcement when you have ties to the mob? That's kind of fucking dumb. No, I'm not gonna react to any 9/11 conspiracy videos. I learned my lesson.
Yeah, that's just bad territory.
Yeah. That's when people start showing up at your house.
Sometimes.
No, thank you. Anyway.
That's true. It's not worth it. Let's, hey, I don't think there's anything better on the planet than these criminal psychology videos. Like, they're
Amen.
the best.
Amen.
It's Steven Seagal.
Officers with the Jefferson Parish Sheriff's Department by visiting him a few days out of the year, and after about a decade or so, they just sort of grandfathered him into the department as a deputy sheriff. Seagal was not actually doing any type of police work other than volunteer ride-alongs. He'd absolutely zero training. He had not done 40 years of police work as he claimed, nor had he done 20 years of police work like he claimed on his reality TV show. Steven Seagal trained as a policeman the same day that he passed the dive motivator to go to Bud's.
Oh man, you have people show up at your house and we'll talk.
Zero training as a peace officer, drove a tank through a guy's fence, killing his dog in order to assist Sheriff Joe Arpaio in the Maricopa County Sheriff's Department bust a guy for chicken fighting. Even though the only evidence that the guy was chicken fighting was the fact that he owned a little over...
He's an animal abuser. I think you're assholes.
I think you're an asshole. Okay, guy? I think you're an asshole. That's fucking great. You paused it right there. Yeah. True drag.
For 100 chickens, and he had been issued a citation for being at a chicken fighting event a year earlier.
Idiot.
Segal was allegedly on loan to Sheriff Joe from the Jefferson Parish Sheriff's Department, but the thing is, Segal was not an officer with Jefferson Parish at that time. He was just a regular civilian driving a tank through this guy's house with a SWAT team to humiliate this guy, who later had all of the charges dropped, and it was just so he could show something off on his reality show.
Are you
so
serious?
The question is, well, why was Segal no longer an officer with Jefferson Parish after I just told you guys how he got deputized? Well, Segal was no longer a deputy sheriff because Steven Seagal is an absolute monster. See, while Segal was filming his Dog the Bounty Hunter knockoff reality show, he took out an ad for an executive assistant. Miss Kaden Nguyen was hired for the job, and when she arrived in...
She wasn't hired for the job. She was hired to do the job.
Do the job.
You know he hired her because of how she looked.
She looks Vietnamese.
She's absolutely lovely.
Yeah, she's pretty.
And that's why she was hired.
Yeah.
Because he's a pervert.
Yeah.
Louisiana, Segal told her that one of her duties would be to perform a massage for him. If she didn't know how to perform the kind of...
See, I told you he's a pervert. Damn, girl.
Yeah, she's pretty hot, man. You know me, I like just white chicks, but she's pretty hot.
You get him.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. How about that?
Yeah, what is a good price tag for that? I don't know.
Oh my God! You guys are talking about that.
The
Well,
massage
no,
that
because
Segal was
he
talking
paid
about.
for it,
Well, he would teach her by giving
right?
her
Yeah,
a
he
massage.
did do that.
He would teach her by giving her a massage.
Please let me massage you. You told me that one. See, next thing you know, she's having her grabbed on by
Rod
experts.
Snyder.
Experts. Give me those, baby.
Well, at this point, things get very dark, and I can't really go into the full details of the alleged incident here on YouTube. I'm just going to say that according to Kaden, she was assaulted 3 times in a 5-day period.
Oh my God! He raped her. She's so beautiful. See, you guys were all like she's absolutely gorgeous. What a pig.
Yeah, it's horrible.
What a pig.
That's more than sketchy, dude.
I'll give you a massage. Oh, girl, you should have never taken the job if he said that stupid shit to you.
Oh my God, was he on Epstein Island?
There you go.
Oh.
There you go.
Yeah, Shanny would do a mean suplex, man. Rip a person in half. Strong.
Just because you can doesn't mean you should.
No, you wouldn't, though. Yeah, I didn't say you would. You could. I didn't say you would.
Thanks, Jules.
Said that she was held in Segal's home for at least a week, and when she finally managed to escape, Segal chased after her with a weapon that had a flashlight attached to it. Kaden also alleged that Segal kept 2 young Russian girls on staff who were available for any extra services in addition to massage at all times of the day.
Really?
Nguyen filed a civil suit against Steven Segal, but her lawsuit was settled out of court. Now, I'm not going to judge her decision to file a civil suit versus going to the police. That's her choice. For Segal, though, this was the end of his career as a police officer. Jefferson Parish was going to launch an internal affairs investigation immediately following the outcome of the lawsuit. And since settling out of court was neither an admission of guilt or innocence, the investigation was going to move forward. And I guess Segal could have potentially been facing criminal charges for trafficking while a uniformed deputy. Segal resigned immediately from his position before the investigation, and he left the state of Louisiana.
No, he can't do a flip.
Can't do a fucking flip.
No, but he can do some cool freaking things with a hacky sack.
Yeah. Yeah, I still got that. That's still in there.
That's hot.
Not really. I could never do a backflip.
I always thought hacky sack was hot. Robbie could do it really good.
There you
See?
Okay, that's dork shit. That's stoner shit, too. Dorks and stoners.
I never was bothered by that.
Yeah, it's
As if
fun.
Segal isn't
Happy
already
sex
sounding
fun.
like an absolute monster. Well, it turns out this wasn't even the first time he allegedly tried something like what happened with Caden and Wynn. In 2004, Steven Seagal attended Ray Charles' funeral, and during the funeral, Segal approached Ray Charles' granddaughter, Blair Robinson, about working as his executive assistant. Her father attended the interview with her, and she was hired for the job. Good job. When Blair flew out to Segal's office in Memphis, she was informed on the first day on the job that one of her responsibilities would be to give Segal a massage every day. If she
Are you kidding me? Ray Charles? Child you want to do that to? You fucking pig.
What the hell, dude?
Just leave me in a room with him for just 5 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Let's see what martial arts you have, boy.
He's gonna teach you. Oh my god.
Fuck this dude.
she didn't know how to perform the kind of massage he wanted, he would teach her by giving her a massage. Blair left immediately and hopped on the first flight she could get to Los Angeles, and that was that. Other people were not so fortunate. When Segal was filming On Deadly Ground about
You raped a teenager.
Holy shit.
What the fuck, dude?
10 years earlier, he invited an 18-year-old extra to a rap
Why are they
party
all
after they
into
rapped
this
for
shit?
that day of filming. When she arrived at the party, well, it turns out she was the only person there. And when she arrived at the party, she was a virgin, and when she left, well, she wasn't. And according to her, what allegedly happened was non-consensual. So I'll let you figure it out, and if you haven't, well, I'm just going to say that what allegedly took place happened because Steven Seagal is an absolute monster. So after being the sensei to the stars who had 3 wives, the movie star being backed by the mob, and the ex-cop facing too many Me Too allegations to count according to the Washington Post, the only thing left for Steven Seagal is to pursue enlightenment. Because if there's anyone who can get people to look the other way when they're accused of multiple sexual offenses and taking money from shady people, it's a religious leader.
I just met with the Dalai Lama, and he, in his wisdom, decided to make me a deity.
In 1997, Steven Seagal was recognized as a reincarnation of Chundrag Dorje, a 17th century Buddhist Lama by the Tibetan leader Penor Rinpoche. While Penor Rinpoche may have recognized Seagal as a Toku, Hollywood recognized that something fishy was happening. And from what I can tell, it's not been proven that Seagal made a generous donation to Penor Rinpoche's monastery. And Penor Rinpoche's organization denied receiving any substantial size donation from Steven Seagal. But you have to wonder what they define as a substantial size
Okay.
donation. Either way, Seagal took the honor and ran with it, and he makes sure to remind people that he was recognized as a Toku every chance he gets.
Yeah, I am a Lama, I'm a Tuku, I'm a Rinpoche.
In 1999, Seagal wanted to let the world know about his high spiritual accomplishment by going on the Compassion in the
shit.
Martial Arts lecture tour. On the talks, Seagal was known to come out in full Tibetan monk robes, announce to everyone that he was a reincarnated Lama, and then give a Dharma talk from
Oh my god!
I'm done.
Holy
No way.
Shit. I knew nothing of this stuff.
Yeah, a man who cheats on his wives
Is a llama.
is a llama.
reincarnation.
Yeah, okay.
Reincarnation of the llama.
I'm sure, you arrogant douchebag. Holy fuck.
Wow. Wow.
What a fucking weirdo.
I think this successfully altered my opinion of him. You know?
an hour on compassion as a spiritual discipline. At the end of the talk, Seagal would open up the floor to questions from the audience, and some of these auditoriums were known to hold thousands of people. At one talk, which was attended by Buddhist professor and meditation teacher Douglas Gentile, Segal was asked by one audience member if he always dresses in full Tibetan monk attire.
Oh.
Segal's response was to roll his eyes, and then he said, "Next question." He was asked multiple times about how he's able to reconcile his spiritual beliefs about compassion and nonviolence with the violence that he displays in his action films, and his response was to approach each take with a pure...
Dude, come on. Come on. You, like, seriously. You're really gonna say that you're gonna take a route of being passive while you're fighting in movies and showing that as an example to other people? Don't, it's hypocrisy. It's him trying to explain away his hypocrisy instead of him just owning his shit.
Yeah, I agree. That's a blatant hypocritical blemish. Oh.
Like, I'm sorry, if you were a true pacifist, Steven Seagal, you wouldn't display aggression in any way. Did you hear that Dahmer Hamlin is awake? Who's that? Hey, I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying.
Their heart and hope that it's visible to the audience.
Oh, what the
whatever
fuck?
that means. Well, at this point, Gentile actually pressed Segal on this point after Segal said something about how his movies are really about good versus evil, and at the end, it's all about telling a story about good winning out over evil. But see, the thing is, in Buddhism, this type of dualistic thinking reinforces this type of thinking that does not lead to one seeing true nature. So that's why Gentile pressed Segal about his response. It's not in line with Buddhist teachings. Well, Segal's response to Gentile's question was, well, see, I don't want to talk...
Oh, Krista, a football player that technically died on the field a few days ago. They got him back, and he's awake now.
Wow.
It's a miracle. Praise Jesus.
Yeah, that is a huge miracle.
The dead are rising.
That's insane.
Oh, that'd be so cool if the dead started rising.
I'm ready for all that shit.
Dude, how is
That's
the
my
atheist
Jesus.
going to explain that shit?
It's some virus or something.
Dude, I don't know what's happening. I mean, I'm seeing freaking my grandma
It's like a
again.
virus or something, bro.
But she's awesome looking. Like, I don't know what's going on, man.
It's crazy, dude.
It's crazy. He took a hit and his heart stopped and they got him back, though. And now he's awake. That's amazing. It is. I'm so happy. That's awesome.
That is amazing.
Actually, it stopped twice, dude. That's awesome. That's an awesome testimony.
Yeah.
over people's head in the audience.
Because we understood that this nigga was clearly lying.
And the truth is that Segal had no idea what he was talking about on stage. Just like Segal says lines in his movies, this was just another opportunity for Segal to flex on stage and pretend to be some enlightened Buddhist monk. The moment someone made him deviate from the script, well, the entire facade he was trying to present fell apart.
Hey, Steven, your ex-wife called. You can't bring the kids over this weekend. You tell that she doesn't get those kids over here. I'll break her f***ing neck.
So what does any of this have to do with Steven Seagal and his martial arts accomplishments? Because for some people, none of this stuff diminishes him as a martial artist in their eyes. And my question is, why doesn't it? If someone from my teacher's school had all of these allegations, they'd be kicked out of the school and stripped of their rank. I guess the idea of Wu-Da or martial arts morality doesn't exist in some Japanese martial arts circles. And this is strange when an art like Aikido is supposed to have a spiritual aspect to it. But, maybe it doesn't matter what you do as long as you keep taking falls and talking like a blissed out hippie. My question is, how do you even know what Seagal's level of skill is? His ex-wife said the judge fell asleep during Segal's black belt test, and it sounds like it may have been awarded as an attempt to save face. Segal's stories about fighting Yakuza in Japan were fake. The Aikido demonstration that launched his movie career was fake. All the stuntmen who Segal beat up in his movies, it was no different from someone getting hurt taking bumps in professional wrestling. The fights are fake. The injuries are real. I'm just going to say this. Of all of the internal martial arts people that I know personally, some of them have fought and won in combat sports. I've never heard any of them say, wow, man, look at Steven Seagal's movements. He's got great internal mechanics. So I'm going to point to my first video on Aikido, The Problem with Aikido. And I'm going to say that my understanding of Aikido is that it requires the same internal mechanics that make Tai Chi Chuan work. And I've never heard anyone say that Steven Seagal has it. So just like everything else that he's pretended to be, for me, he's also the great pretender when it comes to martial arts. And I know
Yeah,
some people are gonna feel
exactly.
some kind
That's
of
just
way.
like he's just doing these movements that like, and the dude's just flipping. He's just making these dudes flip.
True.
What's up, boo? How you doing?
Boo.
Way about what I just said, and I mean, like, look, this is just me sharing my opinion based on the things that I have observed about Steven Seagal. The truth is this. If Steven Seagal is completely innocent of all of these allegations, none of this mafia stuff is true, and his Aikido is completely legit, how's that going to change your life? How will that make you better as a martial artist? And I mean, if you're mad at me for doing a Steven Seagal Exposed video, again, how's you getting mad at me going to make you better? I mean, it's just my opinion that Steven Seagal is an absolute monster. And the only thing that I feel that I can learn from him is how not to be a really bad person. But sometimes, look, man, I tried to stick up for Seagal. Like I did in this video where I look into if he lied about fighting Bruce Lee. And he actually mentioned that stuff in the Jesse Enkamp video. So I may have to post an
He didn't
update
fight
to this
Bruce
video
Lee.
very soon. Because I know a
I
lot
don't
more of the
think so.
details than I...
He's full of shit. He didn't fight Bruce Lee.
No.
Chuck Norris fought Bruce Lee.
Famously. Absolutely.
But your skeezy ass did it.
I don't think so.
What a piece of shit.
Liar.
Fuck Steven Seagal.
Yeah, our conclusion on Steven Seagal is Reverend Shanny say thumbs down. That's a bad individual.
He's a dickwad, man.
That's a bad individual.
Like, what a bastard, man. He's a dick.
Oh my god, are we doing true crime now? I'm really excited.
We're
Oh,
doing this one.
the Nephilim DNA shit?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, fuck Steven Seagal. Anyway, it's okay. I know you have been hurt, but I just want to be completely transparent so I can interact with you in a dignified manner.
You can like
Okay.
you can like whoever you want to like.
It doesn't matter. It
Like,
doesn't matter.
Yeah, I never want to be that type of person that's like, well, if you're my friend, you can't be their friend. Like, screw that.
Yeah, fuck that.
can
It's
like
too
who-
much energy.
Yeah. You can like who you like. It's fine.
So, we're starting with Sling and Stone, and it's the real reason we invaded Iraq, Babylon.
Uh-huh.
Question mark, question mark. Nephilim DNA.
Nimrod's body, bro.
So I wonder, I might make fun of this video. I just, like, if you like Sling and Stone's, content, awesome. But I may make some jokes. But it is my craft and my art. So don't worry about that. Don't take it personally. But I got yelled at for just saying I like other channels and I didn't even get to say who. Was I triggered?
Yeah, it'll be we'll have it
Was I having black and white thinking?
we'll have
Was I splitting?
we'll have it be a new day for the new year and that'll never happen again.
That day you blocked me. I barely remember that, to tell you the truth. I guess I apologize. I apologize.
Terrorist.
Now, you want to do some, George Bush impressions?
Not really.
Oh, come on. You're so good at him.
I don't think I am at all.
I love hearing you do George Bush.
Well, I would just like to say to the American people that this horrible tyrant Nimrod, we have found his dick and cock and balls in Iraq, and we have to go and get his DNA, folks. Okay? So this is George W. Bush telling you we're going to go and get Nimrod's nutsack. Thank you, American people. We have Nimrod's jism. We have captured Nimrod's jism. Folks, this is serious. Okay? God bless America. God bless you and your family and Nimrod's nutsack. I can't wait to hear about this, though, because I have...
Yeah, I have no idea what this is. I saw it, and I was like, that is a weird fucking title. I have to see this.
I have heard of this, but I don't know all the details of it, so it's going to be good to watch. It's only 8 minutes, so that's...
Exactly.
It's not a big documentary or anything.
No, it's a palate cleanser, really.
Yeah, pretty much.
From being disturbed by fucking stupid Steven Seagal.
Oh my god.
So we get to hear some George Bush.
All right.
His Bushism.
Bushism.
That's right. I like Kentucky Fried Chicken, corn, and giblets.
Oh, the giblets. Ugh.
I also like that pecan pie.
Always pecan pie.
Now, let me have this while I drink my whiskey and make a pretty painting. Pecan pie where?
They found the casket of Osiris?
That's the shit.
No way. That's nuts. I didn't know that.
On my orders, coalition forces have begun striking selected targets of military importance to undermine Saddam Hussein's ability to wage war. These are opening stages of what will be a broad and concerted campaign.
You know, when that happened, I was yelling profanity at the TV.
Yeah,
Yep.
I bet you were.
I was yelling fucking profanity at the TV. I was like, oh, you're gonna finish your daddy job, huh? Stupid fucking son of a bitch.
Yeah, that sounds like you. No, this is...
On March
Nephilim
19th,
DNA.
2003, a year and a half after the attacks of September 11th, the United States military invaded Iraq. Now, this was strange because Iraq had nothing to do with the attacks on September 11th, so of course, American politicians had to find another reason to give the public for the reason for the invasion, and this reason became weapons of...
Wait, pause. Look how pretty those fuckers are. Just fucking streamlined. Just smooth flights.
Uh-huh.
Oh, God, they're so fucking pretty. I don't like airplanes, but I surely would like to know how it feels to ride in one of those fuckers.
Really?
Yeah.
Tom Cruise will take you up.
Oh, man, that would be an amazing lifetime accomplishment, is me flying in one of them fuckers.
That'd be crazy.
Ah! Sorry. What? I've been to a lot of, like, military airfields. Like, I love seeing these things take off.
It's a love of yours.
Mm-hmm. They're fucking beautiful.
Thanks for subbing.
Thank you. Thank you, 617. Oh, God, so beautiful. Ah, Roxy Peach. Jason, you have to say that.
Oh. You know, there's an old saying in Tennessee. I know that it's in Texas, probably in Tennessee, that says, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me, you can't get fooled again. And then he dodged the shoe.
Ah, he dodged that shoe like a master.
And he's smiling.
He's like, ha! Do it again, son of a bitch. I'm ready. Fucking Texan right there.
You dodged that shoe.
There's certain things about George Bush's personality that I did like.
Yeah.
Mass destruction.
Like everyone
We
else.
will find weapons of mass destruction. I think it's
Fuck
important
you.
that we do.
Fuck you. Fuck you too, Lindsey Graham.
Liar.
But fuck you, McCain, you piece of fucking shit. Fuck you.
Horrible liars.
He went against war vets, POWs. Fuck him, man. And fuck you, Lindsey Graham.
Yeah.
You fucking charlatan piece of shit. This is why we need term limits with these fucking senators. Why has that piece of shit been in politics so fucking long?
I don't know. I have no idea. Shanny wants to fuck soldiers. Sons. What?
They're not that good in bed. But anyway.
Lying to you when he says he doesn't
They
have
don't
weapons of
last
mass
long.
destruction.
I take the fact that he develops weapons of mass destruction very seriously.
These weapons of mass destruction were actually non-existent.
Yeah, they were never found. That's why I rolled my eye when he said that. I was like, they were never found. I was so pissed. I was so pissed over that they were never found. And they went into this beautiful country and destroyed it.
I think Gaddafi was probably worse, though. Because Saddam wasn't a good guy, man. Saddam was not good.
His last words, "I'll see you all in hell."
All right, bro.
I was like, damn, that's some badass way how to fucking die.
That's some dictator shit.
Yeah, I gave him a thumbs up on that fucking shit. I gave him props for that shit. At least he took it.
Dictator shit.
He took the L, dude.
Fuck you, I'll see you in hell.
He didn't care.
None were ever found in Iraq, and it turns out the intelligence on these WMDs was pretty faulty and absolutely did not warrant the invasion of a nation.
The man charged with finding WMDs released this report, revealing that he
Are you gonna show how chubby he was back then?
Stocks of either chemical or biological weapons. Active nuclear weapons program? No. We found no evidence, nor do we judge that there was one.
Since there was no real surface level reasons for the invasion of Iraq, here's a theory of a hidden reason. As American troops step foot on Iraqi sand, what would you expect their first targets to be? A weapons depot, enemy safe houses detected through surveillance, or maybe one of Saddam Hussein's palaces? These would be good guesses, but they'd be wrong. The first place the United States military targeted was a museum. Not just any museum, but a museum right in the heart of Babylon.
Why were you going toward the Babylonian Museum?
Some shit there they want.
Yeah, there's something there they want.
Yeah. Fuck.
Ew, Jules.
I don't think
Babylon. Babylon is the most famous city from ancient Mesopotamia, whose ruins lie in modern-day Iraq, 59 miles southwest of Baghdad. The name is derived from Bavil, or Bavalim, which in Akkadian meant Gate of God, or Gate of the Gods. This claim of the military first targeting a Babylonian museum was given to Tom Horn, the creator of Skywatch TV, by a supposed curator from the Babylonian.
What are prosecutors gonna do exactly, Katie Joe?
There's nothing. It's a nothing sandwich.
I didn't do anything. And Rev's uncle knows about it.
Yeah. But he might go to the authorities if you guys keep it up. That's all I'm going to say. Whoever's doing this, with my uncle specifically, he's going to go to the cops. He doesn't play games. He's just going to get you reprimanded and told not to contact him. Yeah, it does match. Pretty close.
I mean, like I said, I could easily fucking flip up my fucking shirt and show the fucking display that, you know, I'm going through shit there. So, whatever. They can say what they want. I'm not afraid. So, intimidate me all you want. I'm sorry I'm saying this is what's happening to me. Fuck me.
Museum. Now, of course, we can't just go off of one testimony for solid, absolute truth, but we can look at the rest of what happened in Iraq and see that this could very well be the case, including a strange message sent to Hillary Clinton found on the Freedom of Information website talking about the tomb of Gilgamesh and where the Nephilim body is buried. I'll get to that in just a moment, but a few other articles to back up this claim. Fox News in 2015 posted, UNESCO U.S. military did damage to the historic site of Babylon. Within the article, it says that Americans handed the site back to the Iraqis 21 months after the March 2003 invasion, pointing out the fact that the U.S. military was controlling sections of ancient Babylon. Or another article here saying U.S. to return Gilgamesh tablet and 17,000 other artifacts taken from Iraq. This article on Al Jazeera says that it's believed the tablet was looted from an Iraqi museum in 1990 and introduced in the United States in 2007, just showing the fact that the United States has a history
That's a crime.
of stealing artifacts, especially those related to Nephilim bloodlines. Now,
That's
there's a
a
video
crime.
that surfaced in 2013 claiming
That's a fucking crime.
They don't care, man. You just go in there and loot.
Why can't I have a good time? Why do you gotta remind me of what's going on with my tits? Like, stop coming to me over that bullshit. I will block you. You know, I don't care if they're sending shit to prosecutors. What is a prosecutor gonna do? What? She's seeking treatment. The doctors are worried about cancer with her. Like, what the fuck are you going to do?
In a lot of ways, this is like violation of your HIPAA.
It really is violation of my HIPAA,
Like
and I think that's what they want to do.
You can talk about your breasts and your concern for them if you want.
Yeah, and
Like, what the hell?
prosecutors can't do shit about it because of HIPAA laws.
No, the only thing is if you were raising money for cancer and you don't have it, whatever.
No,
that's not.
I'm not doing that at all.
That has not happened, and there's zero proof of it. So let's move on.
No.
We gotta move on. This is so stupid.
Like, what do you guys think about this shit? That they're sending fucking shit to prosecutors and stuff over my own personal health.
Fucking nuts.
I'm telling you, they're doing this on purpose because they want a case to get started so they can look at my fucking medical files.
Probably. Yeah, that makes sense.
It's a fucking scam.
To get FOIA on your medical files?
But go ahead. Go ahead and keep reporting stupid false reports. Because someone's talking about their fucking body and the shit that's going on with them.
Yeah.
There's no case to that. They never asked for money for that. They're harassing you to make money off of you.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's accurate.
Exactly.
But, like, we wouldn't even talk about this ever if it wasn't brought to the chat. That's the thing.
Yeah.
We'd be doing our own thing watching videos. Like, we can't let that take the steam, Shanny. You know what I mean?
But they need I do believe, because I've seen it on numerous channels, but they need actual proof. You say you want donos for, you never say cancer fund. Yeah, exactly. They have to prove cancer money. Yeah, not gonna happen.
That's never happened.
Not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. I'm just trying to start shit so they can watch you rage and they will have more content to talk about. I hope you never need cancer money. Thank you, Celeste, but I don't think it's going that way.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Celeste, but I don't think it's going that way. To tell you the truth, I think this is something I have to face. You know. And I'm not scamming anyone by saying that.
No. You're going through something, Jesus.
Yeah. It's the weight loss. It's the weight loss.
Yeah.
That's what's doing it. That's what's really freaking me the fuck out. Because I never could lose weight. Ever. And now I am. Fast. And it's like punishment that never ends. I mean, some actually say they want you guys to XX. That's going too far. Just reminding you about transportation. Yeah, we got that taken care of. What about sporks? Like... I can talk what the fuck's happening to my fucking body, so fuck off.
Yeah. Yes.
You go through it where you have these cankerous sores in your freaking body. And this incredible fucking rash that reaches your back. That hurts really bad just for the touch. With the cankerous sores. You try living like that. Like, and not be worried about it. You're going to get worried about it. Especially when you haven't gotten the medical care that you need for it. They're just assholes, and I wish they'd stop doing that to me. Because it's really fucking demeaning and completely invalidating.
Yeah, you're going to be facing this all day, every day, soon enough.
Yeah.
Like, this is a little time before you really have going to be focusing on that. So, can we just do that and not?
Yeah. Okay, baby.
And you too. It's for you too. Like, your mental health.
Alright.
To record the actual tomb, body, and some artifacts of Gilgamesh. This footage, of course, cannot be verified and very well could be fake, but I figured I would play that footage while I pull up a message that was sent to Hillary Clinton that is absolutely not fake. This message can be found on the U.S. Department of State Freedom of Information Act website. I will leave a link to this in the description below. If you click on the top link, it pulls up a number of messages sent to government officials. Now, I read online that this one was allegedly sent to Hillary Clinton. I guess there's no way to truly know that for sure, but this is absolutely a message that was sent in regards to the body and location of a buried Nephilim. On page 470, 6 messages up from the bottom of the page, we can see that Denitra D. Singar sent a message that reads, requesting documents pertaining to the resurrection chamber of Gilgamesh, the location of his body, and the location of the buried Nephilim. This was on December 12, 2018, and the case status for this is closed. So this message, at the very least, proves that the United States has an interest in locating the body and burial sites of giants and Nephilim. Something that, of course, if they were ever questioned about this in public, such as happens with inquiries to the Smithsonian Museum, would say that giants and Nephilim didn't exist. Now, what would be the reason for anybody to locate or cover up the existence of the giants, the offspring of the Nephilim, well, because there is a high likelihood that they're trying to reincarnate these entities, and when successful, these will be some of the entities that come upon the earth in the last days that cause men's heart to faint from fear of those things coming upon the earth. An obscure end times Bible passage that is rarely mentioned is in Isaiah 13, the burden against Babylon, which Isaiah the son of Amos saw. In Isaiah 13:3 it says, I give command and I bring them. Giants are coming to fulfill my wrath, rejoicing at the same time and insulting. Could this be the reason why the CIA is investing in so many DNA editing firms? One such firm, Colossal, who claim on the surface level's main focus is to bring back the woolly mammoth by the year 2027.
Giants.
Just imagine what such DNA editing firms would do if they got the bones of giants, the offspring of Nephilim, and
The Giants are coming back.
Nuts.
Wow. I'll be okay, 617. I just wish people would stop that shit with me. Giants are cool. I'm for giants. Yeah. Me too.
were able to bring them back to life. I covered this more deeply in a recent video that I'll leave linked in the description. We also have claims that giants even still exist, and the military is trying to extract them as well. The Kandahar giant is an alleged 12-foot humanoid that confronted the US forces in the mountainous regions of Kandahar. We know giants existed before the flood, and even after that, there could be a possibility that a very small remnant of giants even still exists today in the earth. Much of this information and these theories have been released by the pioneers in the subject, Gen 6 Productions, L.A. Marzulli, and Skywatch TV. I recommend looking into those guys more if you're interested in the subject. So what was the real reason?
You're friends with L.A. Marzulli?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
speak.
We talked a lot.
Speak.
No, he's like a family man, very nice individual, and I very much enjoy his style of making a documentary film. I could say that. But yeah, he's a really nice man.
All right.
Yeah, he's everything you'd want him to be. He's cool too. He's got a coolness to him.
Well, there we go.
Yeah. Lynn.
For the Iraqi war? Was it to find weapons of mass destruction that we really didn't have solid evidence actually even existed?
I like these shows too. The next one you're really gonna be like, what?
To resurrect them to fulfill his wrath, as told to us in the burden against Babylon in Isaiah 13. An interesting topic and an interesting theory at the very least. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and God bless.
About not finding WMD when you had a CIA director who had said slam dunk.
He said slam dunk at the case. He didn't say slam dunk weapons. His point, just so you know, was that the case was a solid case. In other words, presenting the case would be a solid case to the people.
You're so full of shit, Bush.
George.
Right, but the evidence showed that
The evidence.
I'm not. Right. I know we're splitting hairs. Right. Sorry.
Holy shit, George. Oh my god.
Evidence.
That was embarrassing.
That was.
Like, that response was embarrassing.
Isn't this so much better not having to deal with the fucking commercials, though, guys?
Yeah. So much better.
Thank you to my subs and your support.
Yeah.
We're making this the best channel we can right now.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my god, love the crazy Wilkins coffee ads. Duck loaf.
Duck loaf, yeah.
So our next video.
Hello everybody. Today I'm going to...
Hey, calm down. Is by the channel Shrouded Hand. And, it's extremely dangerous toys that were sold to kids. All right, Kyla. Hi, pretty pistol.
What's up?
Look at toys that have caused death or serious injury to the kids that played with them. Yep.
I did just go through it because the BC rash is in the area. Yeah. Well, thank you, Kyla. We'll find out.
Yeah.
It's another light-hearted, fun-filled Shrouded Hand video. I can't imagine the heartbreak of losing a child, but imagine if it turned out you had inadvertently caused their death when you bought them some innocent-looking toy. Most toys probably have some sort of deadly potential, and that's why a lot of them come with choking hazard warning signs. But sometimes a manufacturing fault or a safety oversight can make these toys far more deadly than you might have expected. The Hang 10 mini hammock was sold as a fun summertime activity. It was a regular net hammock, but much shorter in size, so only suitable for small children. Parents could hang these hammocks in between two trees, and their kids could while
I
away their
remember
summer
those.
outdoors playing in the suspended net. The problems mostly came when the children were left unsupervised. The mini hammock had one major design flaw. Most children's hammocks have spreader bars at either ends that hold the net open. The Hang 10 didn't have this. When suspended, the net would just hang down like a rope. As you can probably imagine, it was extremely easy for a small child to get the net wrapped around their neck whilst trying to enter or exit the hammock.
Nuts.
Once around their tiny throats, the tension of the net
We could
between
have
the
died.
trees could cause the noose to quickly tighten, suffocating the child before they had time to free themselves.
We could have fucking died as children in those fucking things.
That's true. I think I remember being tied up in one of them once.
Holy shit.
Yeah. That's scary when you think about it.
How many of you guys in the audience been in one of those as kids?
Yeah. I remember them. Definitely. You should have the two pieces of wood holding it.
Me? I have. Yeah.
That's crazy.
My God.
They could kill your ass.
Our parents were dumb as fuck.
I'm not thinking.
No.
Fuck.
The product was sold in the early 70s, and it was only recalled in 1996. Over the product's lifetime, at least 12 children died from being strangled in its nets.
12 kids? Jesus.
Similar deaths occurred from the Lil Napper infant swing. It probably doesn't really count as a toy, but it's still worth mentioning here as an example of a dangerous...
What?
I had one of them when I was a baby, definitely.
I had one. My brother had one.
There you go.
I even had one for the boys that I got.
Yeah. Shit.
What the fuck?
That's scary. That's pretty scary.
What the fuck? I actually have a lineup, Pioneer. But I will put that in the list of suggestions for, like, another day.
I hope we're doing
Hi,
true
Andrew.
crime soon.
We are.
Oh, what's her name? That Gypsy or whatever?
Yes. Gypsy Rose.
Rose.
Yes.
Alright.
Products made for children. The problem with the Lil Napper swing was the height of the legs and the fact that it was quite easy for a baby or toddler to loosen the shoulder straps that held them into the seat. Once free of the straps, they could easily tip the chair forward and fall out.
Oh my God, I'm so dumb.
On a number of occasions,
but see, the thing is, whenever I had it, I was always watching the baby. Whenever they were in it, I never left them alone in it.
Of course.
Yeah. But some parents would leave their kids alone in that shit.
Yeah, definitely.
But think of the dangers their grandparents went through, like walking to school uphill both ways. Life is dangerous. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
We were always at death's door with these old toys. I know, man.
Holy shit. Nuts.
Managed to get the straps wrapped around their throats before slipping out of the chair, essentially turning the whole structure into a miniature gallows.
Holy shit.
Oh my
4 children have
god.
died, and there's been a number of near strangulations that have been caused by use of the Lil Napper chair.
Wow.
Oh my god.
That's
Some of the
horrible.
most grisly cases I've heard of come from the rise of neodymium magnet toys.
What?
You've probably seen these marketed under various names like Buckyballs or Geomax.
Buckyballs.
They're also used in a lot of toys that require clasps, like toy jewellery and purses. They're small but extremely powerful magnets that can attract to each other from a fair distance away due to their
They're
strong
definitely a
magnetic
choking
field.
hazard.
The danger comes when a child swallows these magnets.
There you go, choking
Their
hazard.
small size and
What's gonna what happens if you swallow a magnet?
I don't know.
That can't be good for you.
I'm assuming he's gonna say.
Yeah.
often bright colours can make them pretty tempting for a curious toddler. I'll give a typical scenario, one that sent many children to the hospital. A small child mistakes a buckyball for some candy, swallows it whole, and it starts to pass through his body. It sits in the stomach for a while and then enters the small intestine. A little while later, the same kid decides he wants to eat some more buckyballs. Maybe he swallows a couple more, and they once again enter his stomach.
Oh, it's gonna pinch
The
off.
various magnets then start to attract towards each other.
Oh my god,
inside
it'll
his
clog
body.
up his
the one in
stomach.
the small intestine being pulled towards the ones in the stomach.
Oh my
And this
god!
until it punches a hole right through his organs. This can cause massive internal bleeding, blockages, twisted intestines, and infections. This happened to
Okay.
Wow.
Well, that made me want to pee myself.
No buckyballs.
Excuse
You
me.
gotta pee.
I do.
Right.
Ooh.
You're cute.
Oh, God, I can't get up.
Careful.
Oh, fuck. I feel fucking old. Ow. Oh, fuck me. Oh. Ow, ow, ow.
Careful.
Oh. God, I feel old.
Googles. Mm. Mm. Yeah, I always do Dragnet. Always. I always keep an eye out. My favorite true crime case, I have, like, my mom used to watch, like, Nancy Grace and stuff with, like, Scott Peterson and, like, Casey Anthony and stuff. But, like, I haven't been myself extremely involved with it, but I'm starting to get into it now. So, but I mean, it's just interesting watching interrogations. That's extremely interesting to me. That pig lady case was pretty insane. Yeah, it really is fascinating. Like, it makes me want to go, like, maybe I want to be an interrogator or something, you know? Iceman. I don't think we've watched that one. Yeah, I think Casey Anthony was probably guilty too. Yeah, you said that, Dre, a criminal profiler. I don't know.
Oh, my love.
Thanks, Whodat. If that's a real Whodat.
Well, that's the, one from, Louisiana.
Oh,
They're
okay.
Saints
Oh, okay, cool.
person.
All right. We'll see, but there is none. It doesn't exist. Oh my god. So dumb. Yeah, shrimp cocktail does sound really good.
They think they're doing something heroic, but they don't realize that they're making false claims
Yeah.
that have no proof to anything.
Because it never happened.
They're dumb as fuck. I have nothing to hide.
No.
No.
Nothing.
You know, it would be a crime if I said I had breast cancer and I actually went to a breast cancer fund and got money when I didn't have breast cancer. That would be a scam that they'd worry about. But a random person that hasn't done any donations really at all for anything or any purpose.
No. We've never done
other than support.
Yeah, we've never done a donation drive for anything. Ever.
Like,
we don't do that.
You can report me all you want. That's fine. I didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah, and they'll see that.
So fucking dumb.
It's really dumb. Next level fucking stupid shit. This video's good though. You pick good videos.
Thank you.
You really do.
Yeah. No, Drag, I don't. I think it's really fucking stupid where these allegations are coming from. People is dumb as fuck, man.
Can be. That's for sure.
Where do I think these allegations are coming from? I don't know, Drag. Do you know? Because I haven't done anything other than tell people what I'm going through. Whatever. I hope they start charging you guys with false reporting.
Yeah, I mean it's pretty simple. They might if they make enough reports, they investigate it. They're going to investigate it. Look at your channel, and you've never once had a fundraiser for cancer. Never.
I think there are a lot of old videos of you out there, and many new people are perceiving you a certain way. What, that I've been talking about the problems with my breasts over the years? Ooh. Didn't know I couldn't do that.
See, this brings the mood down. We were having fun.
Yeah, fuck this shit. You people are assholes. Just go fucking kick rocks. Pieces of shit troublemakers.
19-month-old Annika Chaffin. She was rushed to hospital, bleeding from her nose and mouth. It was discovered that she'd swallowed 7 neodymium magnets and they'd perforated her bowel.
Jesus.
This caused a major infection which ultimately killed the child.
That's awful.
The toys are now banned in several countries, or they're sold as executive stress relievers designed specifically for adults, but still there's hundreds of similar injuries occurring each year. In the winter of 1999, Burger King started a Pokemon-themed promotion in the United States. With certain kids' meals, they would give out one of 57 different Pokemon toys hidden within a Pokeball-shaped container. The toys were fairly harmless, but the container itself was another matter. It came apart into 2 halves. There were no air holes in its sides, and it was the perfect size to fit over a small child's nose and mouth. That December, a 13-month-old girl was found dead in her playpen, one half of a Burger King Pokeball stuck to her face.
Burger King Pokeball.
The shape of the ball had made a perfect airtight seal around the nose and mouth. The more the child attempted to breathe, the tighter it stuck.
Wow.
Although the death was widely publicized, Burger King refused to take the product off the market. Even though the child was found suffocated with the Pokeball stuck to her face, they said it was unclear whether the product really had been the cause of death and waited for confirmation from the Consumer Product Safety Commission. 12 days later, an 18-month-old girl
You went to
almost
school
died
for
in
criminal
exactly the same...
profiling and never finished. I wish I had, though. Yeah. I wish I finished what I started too, Kyla. It's okay, though. Our lives is what God made it to be.
Same way. One half of a Pokeball got stuck over her mouth and nose. Luckily, her father was nearby and was able to remove it before any serious injury occurred. After this incident, Burger King finally agreed to do a product recall. The problem was that by this time, about 25 million of the Pokemon toys had been sold, and it was near impossible to recall all of them. In January the following year, a 4-month-old boy was found dead in his crib, a Pokeball affixed to his face. In not wanting to dent their profit margin, Burger King were happy to risk letting another child die, and that's exactly what happened. It'll be good to remember this incident next time Burger King try and do one of their woke advertising campaigns. From killer toys to ones that cause serious injury. As far as I know, none of the following toys have actually killed anyone, but given how dangerous they were, it's probably down to sheer luck than anything else. In 2007, there was a huge product recall for a toy called Aqua Dots.
Oh, I remember those.
These plastic craft beads, also marketed as bindies or pixels, were manufactured cheaply in China, and it was discovered that the plastic used contained the chemical tetramethylene glycol. This chemical, when ingested by humans, metabolized into gamma-hydroxybutyric acid, also known as GHB. GHB is commonly known as the date rape drug, a flavorless compound that can cause people to...
They were giving that to children?
Apparently. Yeah, Roxy mentioned it.
Holy shit. What the fuck?
That's nuts.
fall into a narcoleptic state. Large doses can cause permanent brain damage and even death. A number of children had been rushed to hospital. 2 of them had fallen into non-responsive comas. They all showed signs of GHB overdose, and they were found to have large quantities of aqueducts in their stomachs.
Wow.
Fortunately, there were no long-term side effects for these children. They eventually recovered. The product recall was mostly successful, and the chemical used in the toy's production was changed to a non-toxic compound. There was a brief panic afterwards, as it was believed that a black market could be created of people using the unrecalled beads as a recreational drug, but it's not known if there are any actual cases of this happening. The Cabbage Patch Dolls were some of the most popular kids' toys in the 80s and 90s, and in 1996 they decided to extend their range by releasing the Snack Time Kid. This doll came with a selection of plastic food like French fries and carrot sticks. Children could feed these snacks to the doll, who would gobble them down with a realistic chewing motion. Behind these moving lips, there was a pair of metal rollers that would grab the food and draw it down into the body of the doll. This, however, had two huge design flaws. One, there was no off switch to the doll. It could only be deactivated by removing the backpack. And two, the mouth was just about wide enough for a child to insert a finger or a lock of their hair. The toy was a huge hit over Christmas, but reports soon began to flood in of the doll chewing up kids' fingers or tearing the hair out at the roots.
Jesus.
These cute dolls had become all-devouring monsters, filling them...
Fucking Chucky dolls, bro.
That's insane.
Fuck that shit.
Man.
Ow, could you imagine your hair being caught in a Cabbage Patch doll?
That's pretty horrifying.
I wanted that so bad when I was little.
Did you?
Yes, it ate.
I do remember that. I do remember that. It had no off switch.
Right?
It starts chomping on your hair.
All right, who dat? I'll look into that.
Pleased with the hair and digits of little children. The following year, after a wave of complaints, Mattel decided to remove the doll from sale and offered a refund to anyone who bought it. There's plenty more dangerous products out there. Each year, a top 10 list of the most dangerous products on the market is made to warn parents about potential injuries. Apparently Nerf guns and trampolines are responsible for the majority of injuries these days. But nothing really beats the 1940s and 50s for manufacturing stuff that kids really shouldn't be playing with. There's the ankle-breaking moon boots. These were things that you strapped onto your feet that were so easy to fall over in. It's amazing that anyone bought them for their child in the first place. There's the Gilbert's Atomic Energy Lab. This actually contains samples of radioactive uranium ore. But the most dangerous thing I've seen is the Austin Magic Pistol. This was a futuristic-looking metal gun that fired a ball using calcium carbide as a propellant. Calcium carbide crystals would be inserted into the back of the gun, and then when water was applied to the crystals, an explosive chemical reaction would occur, producing a huge flame and shooting the ball at high speeds from the barrel of the gun. In many states today, this gun would be considered a firearm and you'd need a license to carry it. But back in the 1940s, it was...
Holy shit.
That's crazy, dude.
That had to hurt like shit.
That's insane.
You'll shoot your eye out, kid, yeah.
There's like a little pop at the barrel, too, even. Wow.
True.
Considered safe enough to give to children. It just goes to show how things have changed over the years. These days, toys have so many warnings and safety features.
That's good,
although
though.
tragedies do still happen. In a lot of cases, it's because a child's left unattended playing with something not designed for their age range. I grew up in the 80s and 90s. I was trying to think of examples of dangerous toys that I had, but I couldn't really think of any. I'm sure there was plenty around. A swing ball probably caused a few strangulations and knocked out teeth over the years. In the schoolyard, we'd have important discussions about which WWF wrestling figure hurt the most if their spring action smacked you across the fingers.
Yeah.
I remember once being at a classmate's birthday party at the beautiful Connors Key Community Centre. We were playing pin the tail on a donkey, and when it was my turn, they blindfolded me, but they didn't put it on properly, so I could still clearly see out of the bottom. Needless to say, I easily won that game of pin the tail on a donkey, and my prize was a wing-sang robot dinosaur ray gun. I don't know if you remember these, they were amazing. Not only was it a robot dinosaur gun, but when you pulled the trigger, sparks would shoot out from its mouth, and the propeller on the front would spin around at great speed. There was a girl at the party who quite correctly accused me of cheating at the game.
Ow.
So, as revenge, I put the propeller of the ray gun into her long blonde hair and pulled the trigger a few times. The resulting entanglement was so bad that they had to cut off some of her hair to get her free. She was in floods of tears and the gun was confiscated. I think there were probably about 5 minutes between me winning the ray gun and me causing an injury with it. I can't remember who that girl was, but if she's watching, I'm really sorry. And you were quite right, I had cheated all along. Anyway, I covered some really tragic cases at the beginning of the video, and I don't want to seem like I'm making a joke out of them. I just wanted to put a slightly more light-hearted story at the end of the video so that the whole thing isn't completely depressing.
Oh, that poor guy.
That was a great video. He's a great channel. Oh,
Today we're covering the case.
Wait, this is from the channel Beyond Evil, and this is the bizarre story of Tatsuya Ichihashi.
Okay.
Yes.
This is true crime?
Yes.
Oh, sweet. Yay.
It is true crime.
I'm happy.
It very much is true crime.
I love this shit.
Right?
I really do.
I love you.
I love you too.
Yeah.
Of Tatsuya Ichihashi, a case known for its uniquely bizarre and disturbing details. When 22-year-old Lindsay Hawker traveled to Tokyo to teach English, it was supposed to be the start of an amazing adventure. Instead, it would turn into something so unimaginably horrific, it would become the subject of a best-selling memoir and later a movie. As for Lindsay's killer, his desperate attempts to avoid identification were so gruesome, they'd earn him a near cult hero status. So prepare yourselves. This is the disturbing story of Tatsuya Ichihashi. Before we start, we would like to send our heartfelt sympathies to the loved ones of Lindsay Ann Hawker, whose life was ended in such a savage and senseless way.
What a beautiful girl. What was that?
It's horrible. It's fucking stupid mail. Not Amazon mail.
Okay.
Piles of useless paper mail.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm sorry, dude.
Yeah.
People are fucking dumb. How bad is it?
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm gonna be showing, like, if anyone shows up here, by the way, I'm gonna be showing them the pile of mail you send me, too. And I'll be sending them to your channels, too, of the harassment and how you take advantage of FOIA law. So, I can play game, too.
Not that bad.
And not only that, there's a bunch of police reports on me over the years that have been proven to be false. So I could easily tell them to just look at the police reports that have been put on me, and they can easily track them down to each and every single one of you guys. So, whatever. Keep playing with me.
This story takes us to Tokyo, Japan.
I know I'm
A
innocent.
mega city of 35 million inhabitants, famous for both the ultra-modern and the traditional. Home to anime, manga, electronic mega stores, and more Michelin stars than London and Paris combined. Tokyo is a 24-hour metropolis that combines millennia-old traditions with futuristic technology.
Oh, I want to go to Tokyo so bad.
It looks like a fucking awesome place to see.
You always wanted to shop in Japan? Me too.
They have machines with everything in it, like
Exactly.
even panties. I hear. Like,
Where the hell is my phone? Where did I do
weird.
with it? Where did it go? What did I... Oh, there it is.
Okay.
I felt...
Yeah, Japan looks just in general to be an awesome place
Exactly.
to check out. See the
Ooh,
haunted.
tomorrow is a full moon.
Okay.
Spiritual meaning and powers. Shanny's a witch! I
Yeah.
tell you!
Yeah, she does look like an anime character.
Kawaii!
Yeah. You do, though. Cute.
Neon-lit skyscrapers sit side by side two historic temples. It was to the Edogawa ward of Tokyo that 22-year-old Lindsay Hawker arrived in October 2007, ready to start her new job at the Tokyo branch of Nova, Japan's largest private English school. Lindsay was from a town near Coventry in Warwickshire, England, where she had grown up in a close-knit family with parents Bill and Julia and two sisters. Lindsay was known for her boundless enthusiasm for life. She was also bright and ambitious, graduating with a first-class honors degree in biology from the University of Leeds in the summer of 2007. After years of studying, Lindsay was ready for a change and made plans for a world trip with her boyfriend of 4 years, Ryan Garside. Lindsay would set off first, heading to Tokyo, where she would teach English before her boyfriend would join her the following summer. Lindsay adapted fast to life on the other side of the globe. She made solid friends with her two roommates, with whom she shared an apartment. Her employers at Nova said she put every effort into her new role. She communicated daily with her friends and family about life in Tokyo. In one email to her sisters, she described how the city of Tokyo felt safe and secure, safer, in fact, than Britain. They were words that would later haunt her family. On the morning of March 25th, she packed her tote bag with her teaching materials and said goodbye to her roommates and left the apartment on her bike. She would never return again. On March 26, 2007 at 2:30 p.m., Lindsay's father received a call from a staff member at the Nova Language School. Lindsay had failed to turn up for her classes for 2 days in a row. Her roommates had already tried to contact police when Lindsay had failed to return home from work the previous evening, but the message had not been conveyed to the proper authorities within the department. Lindsay's family were distraught. Her father booked a flight to Tokyo for himself and Lindsay's boyfriend, Ryan. At Lindsay's apartment,
TikTok,
officers tried
Shanny.
to piece together...
Am I supposed to be feeling threatened? Oh my god. The trolls are coming in right now. Troll alert, troll alert, troll alert, troll alert. I don't need to fake anything. Because I'm not faking anything. So fuck off. I have plenty of fucking proof.
So dumb.
Idiots. You just want to see my fucking medical papers, and fuck you to that. Mind your fucking business, you fucking psychos. You're not going to intimidate me like that.
Lindsay's last movements. Both her roommates and her boyfriend Ryan had vital information to share, and all of it created a clear and chilling picture. 6 days earlier, on March 20th, Lindsay had been traveling home on the train after drinks at a bar called Hippy Dippy Doo, when a strange man approached her. He was several years older than her and claimed to be one of her students.
He's a pretty
in her
Japanese
class,
guy.
but Lindsay knew all of her students, and he was not one of them.
He's pretty.
Lindsay had politely excused herself and exited the train at her station. She had almost arrived home on her bike when she suddenly spotted the man right behind her, jogging fast. He had tailed her all the way from the station
creep
and now
boy.
pitched up on her doorstep. He asked again if she recognized him. Now, a little...
God, he's so creepy looking, isn't he? Ew.
Pretty scary.
Ew. He looks evil. He looks like... She's probably not the first tourist he did this to, man.
Probably.
Nah, man. What a little punk.
Yeah.
Thank you, Cat Likes to Party.
Frightened, Lindsay repeated that she didn't. This time, he explained that he wanted to go abroad to study and was desperate for an English tutor. He then asked her for a glass of water. Thinking he was simply enthusiastic and maybe a little eccentric, Lindsay invited him into her apartment, where her roommates were both home. Inside, he sketched a picture of Lindsay and signed it with his name, Tatsuya Ichihashi, a phone number, and an email address. Officers now searched Lindsay's room, where they located the sketch the man had given her. Lindsay, her roommate said, had agreed to meet the man in a cafe for an English lesson. They had warned her against it, but Lindsay could see no harm in it, and on March the 20th had set off to meet him at the Duotour Cafe. It was the...
Have you seen the new Pusheen plushie? It's a croissant. Oh my goodness, that sounds so cute. That sounds so cute.
A plushy croissant.
I'd put that on my couch.
Yeah.
Or you could have like a little seat in the kitchen and you put the croissant on it.
Yeah.
That'd be so cute.
That's cute. Yeah.
Okay, Drag.
Drag Kit Kats.
The last time they'd see her. Lindsay's last Facebook message was written on March 20th and had said, "Love you lots. Don't worry about the guy who chased me home. It's just crazy Japan. Miss you." Meanwhile, police had pulled grainy surveillance footage from the morning of the 25th of March 2007 at the Duotour Cafe near the station in East Tokyo. The footage captured Lindsay and the mysterious man named Ichihashi ordering drinks at the counter. Lindsay appears to feel awkward, repeatedly pushing her hair aside. The pair sit together at a table for 50 minutes, while Lindsay gives him a language lesson. When it's time to leave, Ichihashi makes exaggerated gestures
You
of...
want me to Google the Pusheen plushie croissant?
Pusheen.
Oh my Jesus.
Oh,
Oh my Jesus.
that's cute.
Oh my Jesus, guys.
Little
It's
croissant.
$14.99 at Claire's.
That's really cute.
That is too cute. Look at that. No, I don't want to spin. Look at that.
That's cute.
Oh my God.
You want one? That's cute.
Oh my God. That would make me feel... I think Gavin would even like that.
Oh, he would be like.
I bet he'd make biscuits on the croissant.
He'd make biscuits.
He'd
on
make
it?
the croissant even more fluffier.
I want Gavin.
You're gonna get Gavin?
I have to get Gavin.
Jason's going on a Gavin hunt.
I have to get Gavin.
That's for you, not Gavin. I know.
Gavin would love it though.
Gavin works overtime making biscuits. He does. No, I said Gavin would like it. He'd make biscuits on it. No. Gavin. I want to put more cat items. I want to put a cat tree on it. And Jason's like, no, you shouldn't be just putting that much on it. I'm like, okay, fine.
We can't put that in this house. No.
Okay.
No room for it.
He's got the Gavins, though.
Ugh.
He's got the boys. It's the boys. Boys.
He's like, I want to be free. You want to go here? Okay.
Gavin's living in America.
Honey,
He's
honey.
honey. He's a cutie boy.
He's a cute boy.
He's Gavin living in America. He's a cutie. He's a furball.
He's a good boy. Honey.
He's a boy.
Gavin in America.
He's a good boy.
Yeah.
That's so cute. Ooh, the back. What's the back like?
It's a croissant.
That is so cute.
Yeah.
I love it.
Pusheen.
That is too cute.
Yeah, it is.
Oh my God, look at the milk one.
They're very cute little things.
Oh my gosh. I can't. It's too much.
Very cute.
Thank you. That was a good palate cleanser, actually.
Yeah.
Watermelon came down, man. She's like, I'm not getting attention.
Searching and failing to find his money. At 10 a.m., the pair get up and leave, and are seen getting into a taxi together. By 5:20 p.m. on the evening of March 26th, 2 officers had located and arrived at Tatsuya's apartment in Ichikawa. The man who Lindsay had just gotten into a taxi with had, in fact, been watching her for months. 28-year-old Tatsuya Ichihashi lived alone in a...
Creepy dude. Ugh. Creepy dude.
Definitely.
Stalker.
Big time.
Poor girl.
Yeah, it's horrible.
That's another reason why we don't separate from each other that much.
Yeah.
We protect each other.
Absolutely. You're very smart in every time. Like, every time you're proven right to be about a situation. So it's like, listen to Shanny.
Yeah.
You know your shit.
Yeah. I stay away from people for a reason. People are fucking weird.
3-bedroom apartment bought for him by his parents in the Chiba Prefecture, a suburban town east of Tokyo. The son of 2 wealthy professionals, his mother was a dentist and his father a brain surgeon, Tatsuya hadn't...
I don't know why people insist on you guys being apart for any amount of time when you guys are so good together all the time.
Most of the time.
Most of the time, yeah.
Yeah.
We have our disagreements.
Yeah.
Do I feel like a target when out alone? Yeah.
Well, people with cameras, like...
They chase me, man. Fuck that.
Fucking bizarre.
Nope. I'd rather be at home.
Inherited either his parents' ambition or academic ability. Under his parents' duress, he attended...
You're welcome, maybe. I have my moments.
He's a boy.
Attended Chiba University and graduated with a major in horticulture in 2005. But
when
he
I'm
had
triggered,
never
I'm
worked
triggered.
in the field of horticulture and had spent the past 2 years living off of his parents' monthly allowance. Tatsuya found himself a girlfriend
Rich
during
boy.
his time at college, but those who knew him described him as a loner, someone known in Japanese culture as a hikikomori, or someone who suffers extreme degrees of social isolation. He was obsessed with violent...
for it.
I'm a hikikomori.
He's obsessed with violent anime. What?
We're hikikomoris.
Yeah,
I
we
guess.
definitely fit in that category, I think.
We're loners.
Yeah. Mostly.
Trauma. You don't want, like, when you have too much trauma, you don't want to, no.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you'll be getting the cooking stuff. Individuals.
Yep.
This is a boy, though. He's a boy.
They find me quite fast, extra.
A boy.
They find me quite fast. And I'm very aware of my surroundings at all times.
Yeah.
I'm a survivor for a reason. Tarot cards, it's your decision. Do what you want.
Manga, and for several years had been displaying some troubling behavior. 2 years earlier, he had assaulted a woman on a street while attempting to rob her. The woman had settled out of court with Tatsuya's parents. While at university, Tatsuya had been given a formal warning for stalking a woman. Oddly, his girlfriend later described their relationship as stable and serious. She would visit him several times.
Dude, Monkey Toast, I want to review Japanese and Korean snacks.
Yeah, that's fun.
They have some good foods.
Is it a boy?
My baby, let me get some loves for you for a minute.
Oh.
I promise to not keep you long.
That's a boy.
I know watermelon is tempting you right now, boy.
Yeah.
But I wanted to feel the warmness of the Gavin Kit Kats.
Yeah.
For you are a handsome boy, and I love you.
Yeah. He's a good boy.
Yes, you're my boy. Now,
He's like, I don't know, I like it.
you like it?
He's like,
You comfy, or do you want to go? You want to go? Okay, baby.
he go.
You go.
Oh my God, he's so cute.
He is.
He's so cute.
During his early years in prison. She said
He lets me kiss
Tatsuya
him.
was obsessed with physical fitness and would spend hours each day working out at the gym and regularly cycling 15 miles a day.
Damn.
By
He was
2007,
strong.
however,
15
there were
miles.
signs that Tatsuya's mental health was deteriorating. He reportedly told acquaintances that he felt he was becoming unstable, but it's not clear whether anyone urged him to seek help. Instead, it seems, he developed a fixation with a random stranger, the young British English language teacher, Lindsay Hawker. According to police, Tatsuya had stalked Lindsay Hawker for several months before working up the courage to approach her on the train. He spotted the logo for the English language school on her tote bag and used it as an excuse to connect with her. He now used the excuse of having no money to lure her to his apartment in Ichikawa. It was a 5-minute drive away. Once outside, Lindsay asked the taxi driver to wait for her while she went in to collect the money. 7 minutes passed with no signs of Lindsay, and the taxi driver drove away. He was the last person, other than her killer, to see her alive.
Hi, Krista. How are you?
Once at Tatsuya's apartment, police waited outside for him to exit. They were not permitted by Japanese law to knock without proper cause. Knowing his previous allegations of stalking and robbery, they had called for backup. By 8 p.m., 9 officers had assembled on both the ground floor and outside of his 4th-floor apartment. 2 hours after the last officers arrived, Tatsuya burst out of his apartment and headed down the building's fire escape. He was barefoot and carrying a
Good,
rucksack.
fighting off the bullies daily.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was reported to the HHS for cancer fraud.
What the hell? What? What? What?
It's like it's what I'm literally going to the doctors for in 5 days. Like,
Yeah. Like, what the hell? Yeah, they need a life bad.
like, what is the HHS gonna do? They're gonna be like, where is the crime exactly?
Yeah. No, no one's contacted us.
No, no one contacted us.
No,
I think they have bigger cases to worry about
I think so.
than someone where they have absolutely no proof of anything.
Yeah.
Oh yes, I should just show on camera my medical files on camera and show how dumb the trolls are. That's good. That's good advice, is showing people's private medical files when I have a right to my own privacy.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't think so.
You have a right to privacy.
Even if they ask to see proof, I'd be like, go to a judge and ask them first and get a court order.
It's just nuts.
Because I have a right to my own privacy, and I will fight for it.
Mhm.
Just based on principle. Maybe they are hoping to investigate you and then uncover something nefarious off air. Well, they won't.
Nothing there.
My tits are pretty beat up, drag. Chris has seen a recent picture of my tits. She can tell you they're pretty fucked up. I showed my proof and it still didn't help me. Yeah, Krista showed her proof and it still didn't help her. Yes, it's not good. Thank you. Drag, come on, man. You don't need to see my tits. I don't want to show you my tits.
Boobies.
People will find a reason to hate. Yeah. Well, let them expose me to the HHS and let them come over here. All you're doing is opening a wide case on you for false reporting because you're dumb. If it's good news, are you going to still share that you're cancer-free? Yeah, I'd share I'm cancer-free if I'm cancer-free.
Of course.
Why wouldn't I?
Right.
No, I'll hide it just to get sympathy.
No. Like, you're just not that type of person.
So dumb.
With several officers close behind him,
I'm not free
Tatsuya
from
evaded
this
them
yet,
by
okay?
vaulting the last stairway to the ground and sprinting into the street. He was spotted
It's
once
just the
more by
beginning.
police officers,
Yeah,
but
we got
once
to your
again
point
evaded
yet,
them
for
by
fuck's sake.
zigzagging through the street. It was the closest they would get to catching him for more than 2 years. As for the location of Lindsay, on the other hand, that would happen much sooner. On Tatsuya's balcony, police noticed a bathtub had been freshly filled with a mix of sand and compost. A potted plant stood next to the bath, as though he had left before having a chance to plant it. And Tatsuya had not quite finished his task. A small, white hand protruded from the mixture in the bathtub.
What the
Neighbors
fuck?
would later say they heard a heavy scraping sound the evening before, undoubtedly the sound of Tatsuya dragging his bathtub onto the balcony of his apartment.
What?
Police uncovered Lindsay's naked body from inside the bathtub. She had been gagged with a scarf, and her feet and hands had been bound with gardening ties. Bruising across her upper body suggested she had endured a savage and prolonged attack. Both Lindsay and Tatsuya had been trained in martial arts. Lindsay had fought off her attacker bravely, but she was no match for Tatsuya in strength. Egg-sized bruises on the left side of her face suggested that she had been struck repeatedly with a fist, while lesser marks on her upper body were likely the result of collisions with furniture.
You punched her, dude.
Fuck that.
You punched her, man.
The watermelon.
You couldn't treat that lady like a woman.
Watermelon.
You couldn't treat her like a friend. Oh, you had to have her.
Watermelon. No? Okay.
Ugh. What an asshole. Hi, baby.
She's a good ghost.
I saw he's doing a gruff voice.
Watermelon.
You're a pretty ghost.
Yeah, she's
I
good.
know.
Yeah,
Yeah. I have a pretty ghost.
she's pretty.
He's a pretty ghost.
Mhm.
Yes.
Oh.
Come on, baby.
Yeah, come up here.
You can come up.
Come on, watermelon. Gee, you want warm toe beans?
Do you want warm beans or do you want Gavin's?
Yeah, maybe she doesn't like it.
Yeah, she might want Gavin's.
Yeah, maybe.
Furniture. She had been whipped and strangled so violently that the cartilage in her neck was broken. Her head had been shaved and her hair placed in a plastic bag. Her belongings.
He shaved her fucking head
He
and
wanted-
took her hair?
He wanted her, that's like a keepsake, guaranteed.
It's a trophy.
Yeah.
Hi, Dimby. How are you? I never understood why grown-ups hit. I don't understand. Get into that level. Just walk away. Yeah, exactly. It may take some strength to walk away, but you can walk away.
Nuts.
Were found strewn about the room. At 3 a.m. on March 27th, Lindsay's parents received the call no parent ever wants to receive. A body had been found. The trip they had booked to search for their daughter now became a journey to identify her remains. Her father, Bill, said that when he saw her, "I knew it was Lindsay because she was so tall. and because she was my daughter. But she was so badly beaten. My life, my soul, just fell from beneath me.
Horrible.
Wanted posters containing images of Tatsuya now flooded Tokyo. Soon, 30,000 posters had been distributed nationwide. Some showed chilling pictures of Tatsuya in possible disguises, including the killer disguised as a...
Yeah, exactly. And feeling like they own you. Yeah, exactly. It's so weird how people can do that. They feel like they own you. They feel like they can control another person's life because they see them online or wherever they see them. It's so freaking disturbing. Ugh, it's not good for man to be alone, Dimby. Bible's right.
woman. His images were broadcast across national and international news channels. Sightings of Tatsuya came pouring in from all over Japan. Multiple sightings placed him in Kabuki-cho, a red light district of Tokyo. Police investigated every lead, but he could not be located. Soon, there were rumors that he'd escaped the country or quietly killed himself. Days turned into weeks, and then months. By October 2008, 140 officers had been assigned to the investigation. But despite 8,000 reported sightings and widespread media coverage, police were no closer to finding Tatsuya. By the end of the year, the investigation was stalling. The desperate Hawker family launched a website appealing for information on Tatsuya Ichihashi's whereabouts. Tatsuya's parents, who had remained silent, now came under wrongful suspicion from the public. In response, his mother called a daytime television program and urged her son to give himself up.
Oh, wow.
Tatsuya, she said in an audio message. Dad and Mom have decided to speak about our feelings, although we know you won't like this, she said, before telling him to contact the police. Later,
they did the right thing.
Brave people.
Yeah, they did the right thing.
This is really messed up.
Right people who try to control suck. Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
This is pretty fucked up.
Like, let people live. It's not your life to live, it's their life to live.
Yeah. True.
Oh, sorry.
You're fine, honey, my baby.
His
the
mom
couple
looks
appeared
so
on
sad.
television to apologize for their son's crime. In
They
the lead up to the
apologized
second
for
anniversary,
him.
police printed out life-size cardboard cutouts of Tatsuya to try to raise awareness among the public. The Hawkers returned to Tokyo to plead for information on their daughter's killer. Police increased the reward for information leading to his arrest from 1 million yen to...
Right, Dimby? Right, Dimby? Takes real guts to call out terrible people, even if they're your kids. Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
That takes a lot of strength.
Yeah.
But I would.
You have to.
I would. Because you know what? You teach your kids better than that. You don't teach them to do fucked up shit like this. Where did he learn how to do shit like this?
Violent manga?
Violent manga. Yeah, that shit needs to be... Oh my god, censorship.
But I'm telling you that a lot of this art evokes action. Okay? It's intense. They've been masturbating to this stuff for so long.
Should we classify it as like hate art?
You want to know what I really think?
What?
Almost on the level of like child porn.
Yeah.
Like highly restricted.
Yeah.
I don't, but that is controversial to say because it is censoring art.
Yeah.
I'm saying that I think that it can cause, there are some guys that are looking at the stuff that they see.
I don't body slam people. Jesus, who fucking takes that seriously as I body slam people? I have fibromyalgia. I'm fucking in pain all the time. You think I want to fucking body slam someone?
No.
You know how much strength that would take? Stop being stupid.
Well, no, certain drag. You know that there's stuff out there that's realistic. It's hentai, but it's realistic rape porn. Okay, that type of stuff can cause some to see it and then go act.
10 million
I
yen,
would say.
or the
Now,
equivalent
does
of
that
about
justify?
121.
Now, and I haven't even answered this in my own head because it's a huge question. Does that justify everybody else not being able to see it, even though they wouldn't do that? Like me or you, drag, might see that type of stuff and kind of maybe get off on it or something, but not ever think about doing it in real life. I don't know. I think I'm probably on the side of freedom, and it should exist.
Oh,
Yeah, right, drag.
I never said I didn't want you to watch this.
Huh?
I see this is why Shannon did not want you
Well-
watching it. Oh, you mean porn?
Yeah, like hentai and porn and shit.
Yeah, it's bad for your brain.
Mhm.
Anyway,
Mhm.
I don't want to body slam anyone.
I think she means in a good way, though. Like,
I'm a nice girl, and I hurt.
$1,000. Meanwhile, a far sicker interest in the fugitive had been blossoming. Online fan clubs had begun popping up all over the internet, glorifying Tatsuya as an outlaw and a fugitive hero.
What a
He became known as Japan's most handsome criminal, nicknamed the Fugitive Sullen Prince, and
That's handsome?
Well, to some, I guess.
No. That's not handsome.
I mean, that's a matter of opinion.
Ugh. They're actually crushing on this thing like he's Ted Bundy and shit.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
He's gonna kill you and choke you and shit. And, like, I don't get how women can be attracted to people like that.
He choked her so hard that the cartilage, like,
Broke
the cartilage in her neck. Yeah.
Ugh, people are so gross.
It's nuts.
They need therapy.
Lord Itchy, and even gaining popularity with young males. Blogs and support groups opened up, dedicated to the murderer. What no one knew, of course, was that the appearance of the man police had been hunting had changed quite significantly in the 2 years since they printed his face on wanted posters across Japan.
Oh, really?
According to an account he later published in a best-selling memoir, Tatsuya had initially wandered around Tokyo. With no money or credit cards and no passport that would enable him to leave the country, he hid out among the tramps in the flophouse district of the Ibukari prefecture northwest of Tokyo. It was only when he saw his face plastered across wanted posters that he realized the scale of the manhunt. He took to living his life as a fugitive, covering his face beneath a hat,
Sorry,
wearing
Jules.
glasses,
I'm
avoiding
good.
surveillance cameras, and constantly staying on the move. He didn't contact a single friend or family member. But as the nationwide manhunt gained momentum, he turned to more drastic attempts to disguise his identity. He needed to change his appearance, he realized, and took on that task himself. Using a box cutter, he sliced the moles off of his left cheek, markings that had struck him as particularly prominent in his wanted pictures. He then cut off part of his lower lip with scissors in an effort to make
This is a true story. This isn't some kind of weird Japanese horror flick.
Wow.
It's like Itchy the Killer when he fucking does it to his fucking tongue and cuts off his tongue.
Yeah. Wow.
Damn.
I don't know what whipping the
them
name
thinner.
is.
His
I don't
first
care.
attempt
I have
failed
no idea
when
what
he
it is.
was unable to push through the excruciating pain. But he did finish the job a few days later.
Well, he
in a
does
public
look different,
bathroom.
though.
He then bound up his nose with a thread and needle to make it narrower. While his face healed, he wore multiple surgical masks.
Good
Traveling by train and bus, Tatsuya headed south, where he embarked on a pilgrimage of
Did his own plastic surgery.
Yeah, I guess.
Wow.
That's pretty nuts.
Watermelon in the back just watching the birds and squirrels. It's a good girls. Yeah, she is. She's having a good time. Watch. I touch her, I bet she makes noise. No, she's not, actually. I thought she would. I won't bother her too much.
There she goes.
Oh.
Hey, girl.
Ah, stretch, girl.
Yeah, stretch and be all dramatic.
I know, she has to stretch and be dramatic.
temples in the southwestern
That's
island
beautiful.
of Shikoku.
That's amazing.
No! Go. Oh, that's beautiful, too.
Yeah.
Oh.
Japan's amazing.
Their architecture is just so intricate.
It's incredible. I love the pagoda houses are like awesome.
I know. That would be a nice honeymoon.
Well, yeah, that'd be awesome.
Japan.
That'd be amazing.
Wanted to atone for
No,
the
we
killing,
wouldn't
and
want to
when
leave
visiting
Japan.
shrines, he would pray for Hawker to come back to life, an idea he got from a novel in which the dead are resurrected after someone who is thinking of them tours those same temples. His paranoia over
Okay.
So he read a story and thought it would come true? Oh my god, I just saw a new movie trailer where Nicolas Cage is a vampire.
Yeah, the Dracula, the Nick Cage Dracula.
Yes. He's playing Dracula.
Apparently.
Yes. Vlad Dracul. Shanny and Rev Japan 2024.
That would be great.
That would be,
amazing.
for being recognized consumed him, driving him to seek out further changes to his appearance, this time with the help of a plastic surgeon, though for that he would need money. Using the name and address of a dead man called Kosuke Inoue, Tatsuya took a job at a
took the
construction
name of a
company
dead
in
man?
Osaka, where he worked for the next 13 months, saving about 1 million yen. He spent most of the money on 2 cosmetic surgery operations, one to acquire a longer and narrower nose, and the second to raise the bridge of his nose. He gave false names and addresses at the clinics and failed to return for any follow-up appointments. Colleagues later said he rarely mixed with them, spending most of his time reading comics and watching videos in his room at the company's dormitory. He never removed his red cap or black-rimmed glasses in public when he was persuaded to join the company bowling trip in April.
It's a bunch of black-rimmed glasses in that picture.
There's a lot of them in there, yeah.
Hey, dude, there's a white guy.
Yeah, 1.
He's like, hi, I'm the token white guy.
No, 2.
Oh.
Blue shirt, dude.
Hi, I'm the other token white guy.
No, 3.
Wait, hi, I'm the third token white guy.
Oh my god, no, yeah. You got us on that one. They're like, look at the stupid Americans.
Look at white guys.
Look at the stupid Americans, Yankee scumbags. Yeah. My god. Holy shit.
Sorry, guys. You can't do that type of humor anymore. You can't.
Okay.
Stop doing that humor. It's racist. I don't care.
Sorry.
Sorry I said white people.
Yep.
He hid behind a colleague in a group photograph. We gossiped that he was an odd guy, but I never thought he was the suspect, a former colleague told the Yomiuri Shimbun newspaper. It occurs to me now that he was saving the money for cosmetic surgery. In the end, the attempts to obscure his identity were his undoing. Tatsuya visited a clinic in the southwestern city of Fukuoka in mid-October with a request to change the shape of his mouth. On October 24th, he visited a clinic in Nagoya, where he had his nose uplifted. But staff at the clinic were intrigued by the strange scars on his left cheek where he had removed his moles. They reported his visit to police and submitted multiple pictures of the man who had visited their clinic.
Oh.
Police identified the man as Tatsuya. On the 4th of November 2009, police released the images to the press, disclosing that he had undergone plastic surgery. His new image was soon splashed all over the Japanese news. These images showed a very different Tatsuya Ichihashi. He was minus the 2 prominent moles on his left cheek. He had a thinner bottom lip, a higher bridge to his nose, and a double fold to his eyelids.
Weird.
Tatsuya wrote in his memoir that he froze when he saw the news on TV with his image. My heart raced, he wrote. I gazed at it trembling. He immediately got a haircut and bought a party disguise set, including a beard, sideburns, and mustache, and then headed to the ferry terminal at Osaka. On November 10th, 2009, moments before he was due to set sail for Okinawa, an island in Japan's far south, a passersby gaze was drawn to a tall, suspicious-looking youth wearing a hat, sunglasses, and a paper surgical mask. More than 2.5 years after he had become one of Japan's most wanted suspects, Tatsuya Ichihashi was arrested at the ferry terminal in Osaka for the murder of Lindsay Hawker.
Ha!
Got
This
him.
has been a long, hard battle for the walkers. And the battle is over.
The battle.
We've worked tirelessly as a family. We've never given in
The fuck?
for our daughter. We've never given in. We wanted justice, and we've finally got justice. I'll also just like to thank the Japanese police. After a very bungled start to my daughter's murder,
That was weird.
they've got the man. They've worked tirelessly,
Yeah.
It
and they've
crashed.
eventually got the man. And
I think
the
Twitch
chief
did
officer
crash.
told
Oh,
me
everybody
they
wants
would.
to come back.
Dudes. You back?
That was nuts.
Yeah. Yeah, did Twitch
I
crash?
think there was a Twitch crash.
Let me see.